Hello and welcome to Meanwhile Back on the Hobby Farm. Well, lazy man Cody mode kicked in today and I got tired of coming out here every night and watering it. Although I enjoy it, it's relaxing, but it's not relaxing when you don't have enough time to do it. So I went out and bought myself a new state-of-the-art sprinkler, put it up on a pole, and it seems to be getting everything wet that should get wet, even the empty boxes that I don't have anything in yet. And we're going to see if it reaches. Looks like I got to do some tree trimming up here to take care of it, but I have it on shower mode. And I'm not overly concerned about if it reaches these boxes, which it is. Because once these herbs are established in here, I'm only going to have to water them once a week. But it seems to be reaching okay. Seems to be covering all areas pretty well. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trim these trees tomorrow. It's getting the grapevines and it's getting everything done over there, so I think we might be in business. I think what I'm going to do, last fall, when the goats were on this side of the property, I used to throw them pumpkins, and now I got pumpkins growing all over the place. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to transplant some of them tomorrow. Hey, check this out. Remember that tree that was here? That tree right there. It's all over there now. I threw it all overboard, the rest of it this morning for the goats to eat. And just got to get rid of that big piece there. But what I think I'm going to do is, right over here, I'm going to put some fabric down tomorrow, and I'm going to put some mounds of some really good compost, and I'm going to transplant some of these pumpkins that are growing, like this one right here is growing. And look at these two pumpkins. They got tails and legs. Looks like I got a pumpkin here, a pumpkin there, little one there. What a cute pumpkin you are. You're a cute pumpkin too. So I'm going to transplant some of those pumpkins. There seems to be about 4 of them. I'm going to transplant them over there and see what happens. We got like 3 pumpkins last year when I did that. But the new sprinkler seems to be covering everything. Although I'm going to shut it off in a few minutes because I got to run in there and take a shower. We are heading out to with some family and friends for a bite to eat. Looks like I got some pumpkins right there too. So I can't go all full of dirt and mud. That's not very, I was going to say polite, very appetizing, I guess. But anyway, I'm kind of happy. I'm going to spend the rest of the day tomorrow cleaning up my storage area over there. Check that mess out. It's a mess, but it'll be clean tomorrow. Spend most of the day fixing my lawnmower. Front wheel self-propel wasn't working. And did some YouTubing and said, check the belt. Usually it's the belt. Well, it took me 2.5 hours to get the belt off because, well, I'm not mechanically inclined. But thanks to YouTube, I was able to remove the belt. And on my way to go get the part, I ran into a little, I don't want to say mishap, but there was a person in need, let's say, that I ended up calling law enforcement. And law enforcement had nothing to do with my hobby farm here, but I'm going to put the shout out to the Allegan County Sheriff's Department. There was a gentleman that needed some assistance. He didn't ask for it, but he was called because he looked like he needed it, and they went well beyond the scope of what law enforcement is expected to do. Let's just say they reached into their own pockets. Kudos to the Allegan County Sheriff's Department on that. And I was glad to be able to let's just say communicate with them on this matter. But anyway, I finally did make it. My half-hour round trip ended up being 2.5-hour round trip, but I came back and I put the belt on, and lo and behold, guess what? The self-propel still didn't work. So I asked a buddy of mine I met through our community webpage that I started a few months ago. He's a small engine repair guy, and he says, check the gears on the wheels. So I took the first wheel off, looked pretty good. Put it back on, took the second wheel off, and it was completely stripped down. The plastic gears on the wheel were stripped and packed with mud. I washed it all up, got all the mud out between where the gears should be on the wheels. They were pretty well worn out, just a little bit left. Put it back together, and it was clean enough, and with the other wheel being okay, was enough to let me mow the lawn, the front and the back today. But I do have to buy another wheel and a wheel guard that goes on the inside that keeps the mud and grass from caking up on the gears. No big project, but at least I know how to do it. It was a 5-minute project versus the first one that took me forever, and it wasn't the problem. But you know what? I love YouTube because I like to share my knowledge on gardening, and I'm not an expert by any means on in some of my critters. And I also like to go on there and get other people's ideas. I mean, YouTube is great. I was able to follow a guy out there, and I always, when I watch somebody's YouTube channel, if I like it, I'm not afraid. I get in there and I give them that thumbs up and give them the subscription because it helps them out and it helped me out because if I would have brought that, we didn't have YouTube, I probably would have brought it in to a small engine repair shop, and it probably would have ended up cost me about 150, 200 bucks. You know how some, not all, some of those repair shops will take you over the coals and tell you need this, and that. And I think today's fix was the belt was $16 and it's running. I got the lawn mowed, but to replace the wheel and the other piece is going to be about another, what, 15 bucks? Hey, for 30 bucks, you can't go wrong. You know, I was ready to get rid of the lawnmower. And I'm glad I didn't because it did an awesome job. But anyway, folks, this is what the garden's looking like. It's going to look a lot different with that mess over there tomorrow. It's all going to be gone. I've got a day and a half left of my staycation. And I'm going to spend it out here, and I'm going to tidy this place up. I hope to start working on these boxes Friday. I got these branches here. I'm going to get rid of these tubs that are in here. Throw the dead, decayed branches in there, line it all up, and I should be in business. Look at those grapes. I mean, this is not even July, and they're extremely healthy looking right now. So that is, I got to turn the camera here because it's getting wet, and I'm getting wet. But anyway, folks, that's it. We'll give you an updated tomorrow, and it's going to look a lot nicer than what it does right now. Guaranteed. Take care, folks. Have a good day. Bye.